In this video, we're going to go over a series of a couple conversation starters and things to say in regards to customer relations. In particular, we're talking about things that you can notice, items you might be able to notice or hobbies, some items indicating some hobbies, just some conversation starters to have with customers. This is a great way to build some rapport, get a higher net promoter score, i.e. just more satisfied customers. And also so that when you make recommendations to customers, those recommendations maybe stick a little bit better. But this is super critical. I highly encourage you, slow down your pace, take the time to chat, get an opportunity to talk with, build a relationship with the homeowner, because ultimately that is one of the reasons that they spend a little bit more money, hire us versus hire that other guy that has a bucket and can clean gutters, is because we're going to do the small things like having a conversation with these people. They really care and they really value that, and that's just part of our service. So take some time, ask some questions, have a conversation with these people, and these are some good things to point out in regards to items you notice around the house or hobbies you think they might have or they admit to having if they say these things. So one thing I like to tell homeowners whenever you walk into like a really nice home, 3,000 square feet, 2 stories, a nice view, great backyard, lives on a golf course, a nice home. You know what a nice home is. Just admit to the person, this is a beautiful home. One thing I notice all the time is I work, oftentimes doing tasks in people's backyards, for example, where they overlook a golf course or whatever it might be, and I say to them, I've been in hundreds of homes in Sun City, Lincoln, or, whatever the community is, and you have one of the best backyards I've seen. So everyone's flattered whenever they get to hear that, oh, they live in a beautiful home. Everyone wants to hear that. So that should be the first thing you do, if applicable, to that person's situation. You can ask about some items that you see around the house. Don't be creepy. But if you see some things like a cool old car, they have muscle cars, or they have a Model T, or they have a motorcycle in the garage, a Harley, you can say to the guy, I see your Harley guy. And then that's going to get them going on their, a motorcycle thing and talk about their hobbies, the things that they enjoy. One thing that I see oftentimes, especially in seniors' homes, elderly folks, is indications that they like to travel. By that, I mean like antiques you might see around the home that are obviously not from the Sacramento area, or pictures at the Great Wall of China or whatever it might be. You can ask them about their favorite memories when they've traveled, their favorite traveling memory that they did with, their spouse or their loved ones. You might be able to notice some things like black and white photos. Anytime I see a black and white photo, I ask about it. You can get some cool family stories. So if you see a black and white photo, ask about it. Try to get them to tell some stories. They love revisiting their family history, and it's really cool to see, honestly. You'll see wine racks. People love wine. Good, easy thing to ask about their favorite wines, or buddies. Do they have friends that like wine too, or they go wine tasting with? Old furniture, same thing, similar to family photos and traveling. Also, lots of people are into art, things like art, paintings, quilts, etc. So if you see any things like art related, ask them about, oh, did you make this, or what got you into collecting, or XYZ. So examples of some of the questions you might be able to ask when it comes to items you'll be able to notice around the house is like, what got you into muscle cars, or what got you into Harleys? What's your favorite travel memory back to that point? Do you have friends that are into the same hobbies that are also into, riding bicycles, or riding motorcycles, or, quilting, whatever it is. So those are some conversation starters so that you can have a salient discussion with customers when it comes to items you notice around their home or hobbies that surface in the process of you doing their appointments. So take the time, slow it down, have a conversation with these people. It is critical to delivering a more than expected customer service experience.